I have been waiting for the day that we can make a video like this. I have been saying for years and years and years that there is not enough vegan fish alternatives. When are people going to start bringing out some vegan fish? We have about like 10, 20 different types of sausage, all the same.
Oh
same with chicken, same with burgers.
Yeah. Which is why we're excited to say that this video is about vegan fish alternatives that we found in our local supermarket.
What actually sparked this video was this product. We saw it on the shelves and I was like, oh my god, I need to try this.
We also found, so this is the Happiee plant-based breaded scampi.
Shrimpiee.
Shrimpiee? It's called Shrimpiee,
Breaded Shrimpiee. Essentially, I think it's meant to be like a vegan scampi.
Shrimp kind of thing.
I used to be an absolute, like, scampi was like my go-to. As a kid, if we ever got like fish and chips, like went to the seaside, I would always go for scampi.
From Squeaky Bean, we have tuna. So this is, I guess, just straight up tuna flakes that you'd get in a can, but plant-based.
It has been out a while, but we have never tried this specific brand. We've never tried any of these. And then the last one, again, this is something that I've been wanting to see for quite a while. I used to really enjoy salmon. So yeah, we've got some Vivera salmon, don't we call them? Fillets. Forgot the word, that's the one we're vegan. Fillet.
Vivera and Squeaky Bean are both brands that we've tried stuff from before.
Yeah.
Vivera, I'd say we've had more success than Squeaky Bean, but they both make really nice
they've been around longer.
They have.
These were one of the kind of OG ones.
However, Happiee, I've never seen before, so it's going to be really interesting to try this.
And they had a few other things on the shelf, but we were most drawn to this. We thought this was, we've never seen a product like this, so we thought, let's try 3 quite different vegan fishes.
Yes.
The tuna, which is something you would more have like in a sandwich or on a baked potato. Then the salmon, you would have more as like a main course, and then the scampi, I mean, we're gonna have it with chips. How else can you eat it?
So we've got 3 different recipes to try these vegan fish alternatives out. For now, let's get on with cooking.
We're now gonna try the vegan tuna. Excited to give this a try. We thought, what do most people use tuna in this style for? And it's probably a tuna mayo sandwich, so we thought, let's make that. We have made some chickpea tuna sandwiches, and you can check a recipe out for that somewhere here. But we're gonna go for a classic tuna mayo. We're gonna mix in some nice things like some capers, some spring onion, obviously the vegan mayo, and we've got some really nice fresh crusty bread. Just thought, keep it simple so we can actually taste it. And I think we are going to do a little not raw. It is ready to eat. You don't actually need to cook this, so we are going to try it. So yeah, let's do that now. The texture looks kind of alright. It's got that like flaky thing that tuna has. I'd say it's maybe a bit more mushy. And smell. Oh yeah, it does smell like tuna.
Yeah. It's got a nice flavour to it.
That's got a nice flavour. And it's quite a mild flavour. I think tuna, actual tuna, is a stronger flavour from what I can remember.
I'd reckon so.
And the only thing I'm worried is that's going to lose its flavour once we've got the other stuff in it. So this is 120 grams of vegan tuna, and it's not a lot. This costs £3, and we looked up how much a tin of tuna costs, and this is basically 4 times the price. So despite the fact that it is very expensive, we are still going to make a sandwich, and it's going to be delicious. We've got some vegan mayo here, about 3 tablespoons. We've got some roughly chopped capers, 1 spring onion sliced. We're going to do about 1/4 teaspoon of Dijon. We're going to do some salt and pepper at the end, and then we're going to do a squeeze of lemon. I've got half a lemon here. I haven't decided if I'm going to use all of it yet, but I'm going to taste it and see how lemony I like it. You could definitely add more mayo if you like it quite mayo-y, but we just don't want to overpower the tuna too much, so we can give an honest review.
That looks really tasty.
It does, but you really don't get much. Like this needs to serve 2 people. It's quite a measly.
Was that half of it used up already?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. £3.
We just had a thought it might be nice to do 1 in the sandwich and then 1 as like a tuna cheese toasty, because that is another thing we used to have as kids. So like an open grilled sandwich kind of thing, because we've got some vegan cheese in the fridge.
Alright, let's get that in the oven. Right. Let's see what this looks like inside. That looks really nice.
It does look really nice. We've got our 2 different variations on a tuna sandwich. So the last thing that we need to do is try it. And I think, should we do one swap?
You know what? Let's both try that one
Do you
first.
think?
Yeah, and then come back to this one.
Vegan tuna mayo sandwich. That's really nice.
That is really nice.
It's quite annoying because it's expensive.
Yeah, and yeah, it's really nice. I would say
It's tunery.
I've had quite a few chickpea tuna sandwiches,
And
none of them are like this. This is unique.
Our chickpea sandwich isn't trying to be tuna though. It's a completely separate thing. I think if you try to make chickpeas taste like tuna, I know you can add like nori and caper brine and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't have the same texture. They're just different things. And I will still eat my like chickpea sandwiches because I love them.
This is top quality stuff, I'd say. The only thing that's put me off is the price. But if you're looking for that tuna sandwich fix, top stuff. Yeah, well done, Squeaky Bean. You've made a really good tuna replacement.
I'm into it. On a baked potato.
Yeah.
So
baked potato, beans, cheese, tuna. Yeah. You got your bit? Cheers.
Yummy.
Alright, on to the next vegan fish. Another day, another dinner. Tonight we are going to be trying these shrimp scampi pieces. So we're going really traditional with this. We're just going to do it kind of like fish and chips. We're going to cook these as the packet says, and then we've got some nice big potatoes. I'm going to cut these up, parboil them and turn them into some nice oven chips, and then we're going to serve that with peas. But anyway, let's get started. Open this up, see how it smells. Oh, I hate this kind of packaging where you like can't get the every time. They don't really smell of anything.
I didn't think they would, to be honest.
So you can air fry it, you can deep fry it, or you can oven cook it. I think we just go with the simple oven cook, 12 to 14 minutes at 200. So I've gotten them out the pack. You get 14 in the pack. So feeding us 2, that's 7 per person. So this is the Shrimpiee.
Scampi, I'm calling it.
Well, I mean, Shrimpie's the product name, but we're calling it Scampi, yeah.
It looks really nice, actually.
It does. It looks.
Nice and
it smells quite nice as well. And then this is our home cooked oven chips.
That's a lot of chips.
Yeah. Well, I thought it's not much
away.
Scampi, so let's get loads of chips in. All right, let's give this a taste test.
You're not sure?
First thought is it's just more like breaded oven stuff. You know that kind of taste of things that have gone in the oven and you can't really tell what it is. It's just like...
So does it taste fishy?
It's really hard to describe. It tastes slightly sweet. There's a very mild fishiness to it. The texture is nothing like shrimp or scampi at all.
So it's not prawny?
No.
Because I've had vegan prawns before and they are like kind of alright.
No, it's not prawny at all. I think the best thing is you should try this. Maybe you'd be able to describe it better than I can.
Who? The audience or me?
You!
Oh, me! I know what you mean. I would say though, from my memory, scampi doesn't taste like much either.
Yeah, but that just tastes like oven. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's got a really, really mild fishy aftertaste. Not while you're eating it.
I feel like the chips have more flavour than that.
Yeah, well obviously they do, they're like homemade chips. But I like the batter. Oftentimes when you buy battered things, like battered cauliflower, whatever from the shop, it's always quite oily. And I don't normally like it, but I like that it's breaded. Not as nice as the tuna.
No, not at all.
But not bad. It's not like, oh, I can't eat that. And there are some things that we've had which is like, I can't eat that.
The Bird's Eye vegan fish fingers, I think, are just a superior oven product.
They are different.
So I think final verdict is meh. 5 out of 10.
I think I'm giving them a 6 out of 10.
I'm probably giving them a 4 out of 10.
But you never like vegan prawns.
That's true, yeah. I would always take a vegan fish finger over these, but that's just me.
And they are better developed products, I would say. Like, I agree with you. They have that fishy flavour texture thing going on. But I'm now really intrigued by the salmon.
That should be really
because
interesting.
there's no breaded coating to kind of hide behind.
To disguise it at all.
We shall see. The last vegan fish that we're going to try are these salmon fillets from Vivera. We've never had a vegan salmon before, so really interested to see what they taste like. I'm going to do a kind of sticky teriyaki kind of marinade on them, have it with some rice and a few other things. So these were £3.50 for 2 salmon fillets. Probably the best value out of all the products that we've tried when you compare them to the fish alternatives. Some regular salmon is around £4.50 to £6.50, so kind of almost twice the price. So yeah, pretty good value, but I'm gonna do the smell test. It smells like bread. It's wheat protein and pea protein, so it's a mixture, but they've not even tried to disguise the wheat in the smell. I just want it to taste good. That's my number one thing. Does it taste nice? So what they have done is they've kind of formed it into the shape of a salmon, so it's like thicker at one end and then it slopes down. The colour's not right and the texture doesn't look quite right. I'm not convinced, but we're gonna have to cook it to find out. We're gonna mix some teriyaki sauce. I'm not really measuring it. We haven't got a recipe for this. I'm just kind of freeballing it. Add a little bit of soy sauce. Add a drizzle of sesame oil just to thin it out slightly. We're adding a bit of rice vinegar just to give it a bit of edge. A bit of
zing.
A bit of tang, a bit of zing. So the instructions say that you can either pan fry it or bake it in the oven, and we are going to bake it in the oven for 7 minutes. So it's very quick, quite a bit quicker than regular salmon. I think I made a little bit too much of this, but we can save some as a little bit of a sauce for our rice at the end. It's pretty good. Smells pretty good. I'm not sure how much of that is going to be down to our sauce, but let's see. It's definitely got a sort of flaky, salmony texture going on.
So it's not an immediate yes.
It's not nice. I'm just trying to remember if it tastes like salmon. My initial reaction when I had the tuna was this tastes like tuna.
It came like flooding back immediately.
Yeah. It tastes quite similar to like the vegan chicken products, and that doesn't surprise me because it's made of the same thing, essentially.
Like at its base level, all of the things kind of made of like seitan and pea protein taste like seitan and pea protein.
Yeah, it's not very fishy. I would say this is my least favourite actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, just because it's such a large thing. Like the fishy thing in the scampi, it was like, you know what it is, it's like a chicken nugget, right? It's not meant to be like this really fresh thing, which I think a piece of salmon is like supposed to be like, you know, fresh, healthy. This isn't given that to me. I'm not loving it. I don't think you're gonna like it either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on vegan fish? Have you tried any? What are your favourite brands? Let us know in the comments because I do want to try some more. I feel like the tuna was good, which means there's got to be some other good vegan fish out there. Gotta be some
other good stuff out there. We really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit subscribe and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.